Nonkichi-san, hado. Because you're first Fire King? No, Nonkichi-san beat you to it. At least on YouTube you're first though. Hello Gustav, how's it going, Club Bandit? Today is gonna be quite short, so I hope you guys won't be too disappointed by that. I will be basically doing dailies mostly, chit-chat with you, and call it a night. Sketchiness. Nonkichi-san. Thoughts on Red Hood buff? Very quickly, Red Hood buff. She may be able to now match Alice in certain scenarios. More consistently, at least. And in realistic scenarios. Thought you were first there? No, Nonkichi-san was first, but on Twitch. You were the first one on YouTube. Nonkichi-san trolling me, basically saying Otsukare-sama already because I am saying that it's a short stream. Nonkichi-san, never change. Told you it was a plot by Shift Up? It was obvious that they... I'm not gonna say it was obvious that they fucked up, because there is quite a few people that were vocal saying that Red Hood was fine. But I will say that they overdid it with the compensation and they realized it, so they changed it. So very quick thoughts on Red Hood. The changes are basically what I mentioned when I explained the problem with Red Hood during the stream. So for a very quick explanation, right? Red Hood's core problem comes from the fact that they nerfed her weapon ratio by way too much. 27.8% is absolutely ridiculously low. And the reason why was because weapon multiplier is a direct multiplier in the damage formula to the final damage. Quite literally a direct multiplier. Because you can actually isolate the weapon or skill multiplier as a direct multiplier to the rest of the formula. Yeah. So it being this low meant that it was going to be quite an issue because Red Hood is not Scarlet, right? Like Red Hood is not like Scarlet. She's not like Modernia. She's a burst reliant Nikke to do damage, similar to Alice. So, for example, Scarlet doesn't care too much if you don't burst with her because she will give herself such high auto attack damage that it doesn't matter, right? She gives herself 23%, stacking up to 5 times, right, when she attacks. That's like 100 and something attack up with a pretty decent multiplier, which is 27%, the highest of all AR weapons, at the attack speed of a AR. So her damage is quite good. The problem is that Red Hood's attack multiplier on the burst and her basic attacks, like she doesn't have anything in her kit that allows her to do damage, a lot of damage through auto attacks, right? Off burst. She will do okay damage, but not really anything that could compensate a lack of a burst. If you ran Red Hood and you never burst with her, you would understand what I mean. She's not a Moderna, she's not a Scarlet. So the low attack multiplier here is an issue because any Nikke that is reliant on their burst to do damage, right? Any Nikke that relies on their burst to do damage basically follow something of a pattern when it comes to their damage. It's kind of what you would call in certain games a builder and spender, or a burn and resting phase, or however you want to call it. Basically, let me just bring out Paint real quick, just to explain this very quickly. so that we can then go onto the dailies and be quick about this. I'll also launch the Gamba on Twitch so that you guys can gamble to your heart's content. There, while I do the explanation, right? So the explanation is quite simple, right? Let me change to the paint. Is that Nikke's like Red Hood will go through. Okay, so this is damage, right? And this is time. Okay. So what happens with Red Hood is she is like around here, and then we'll spike up and drop, and spike up and drop, and spike up and drop. And all of these phases here that we would call burn phases are the bursts. Every time she bursts, she will spike up in damage. And then once you average out all of this damage, you will get a decent damage graph, right? You remember MS Paint during the 2000s, right? So is this clear? Just to be sure. What ends up happening is that, right? Let me just delete this again. Is that because she doesn't do anything, spikes in burst, doesn't do much, spikes in burst, doesn't do much, spikes during burst. That's why the burst is so important on Red Hood. And that's why it's so important on Alice, and that's why it's so important on Nikke's that rely on burst to do damage. Now, why is this important? Is because weapon multiplier or skill multiplier is quite important, but also the fact that you're going to stack all of your buffs here. Right? Every time you're going to enter full burst, you're going to want to stack all of your buffs here to make this spike as high as possible. Every single time. Every single time you're going to want to spike this as high as possible. So what ends up meaning is that because the weapon multiplier is a direct multiplier of the formula, right? Because it's a direct multiplier, right? So if you look at this here, you'll see that in the damage formula you have base damage, major modifiers, and so on. Base damage, the formula for base damage is literally, hold on, let me pull it from here. The base damage, right? Fuck's sake. There we go. Base damage is when you multiply the weapon skill multiplier by everything else. So you're multiplying this one and this one, which is base attack times the sum of attack powers minus the defense. And after that, you're multiplying the entire thing by the weapons and skill multiplier. So you can isolate this. I could literally remove the weapons and skill multiplier and put it in the final damage formula as a multiplier separate from the base damage formula if I wanted to. I could add a line here and I could make it here. That's what I mean by a direct multiplier. It's that its influence is very, very impactful in that regard, thanks to that. So by nerfing the weapon multiplier, you're really kneecapping very hard these spike phases. Very, very hard. Who said you could stream without me? How's it going, Kid Crow? So that's the core issue of Red Hood, and that's why I said that to fix her, that's literally the only thing they had to do, is change this weapon multiplier that really nerfs her damage by a lot during the time where she wants to be doing the most damage, right? Because outside of burst, she's not going to do that much, realistically speaking. If she did that much, you could run her as a non-burst. Or are you looking at the bisection of a small intestine? You could also say that you looked at half of a sine wave function, Ragna. But whatever floats your boat. So that's the idea, right? Is that if you try to run Red Hood as a pure auto attack, you'll understand immediately what I mean, that most of her damage comes from her burst. And if her burst is kneecapped this hard, it's an issue. Now, with the changes, it's not a sine wave. I said it's half of a sine wave, Ragna. So what they did as a change, right, to fix her, I believe it was in one of the announcements, is that they're changing her, what's it called? Oh no, that's, we'll see the notice later. So they changed the ratio to 51 point something %. That's the change that they're doing. And that is going to allow her to elevate her damage baseline by quite a bit. because the weapon skill multiplier is that big of a difference, right? So if I show you guys really, really quickly with the damage formula, if we change it to the 51.4% that they're doing, so we're gonna change this one. The change is immediately. Twitch bugging out? Damn. What's happening with Twitch? Let me check. Looks fine to me though. Bitrate is all good and everything. Oh, thanks a lot, Grim. Perfect. Yeah, thanks a lot, Grim. Exactly. So they're changing it to 51.46, right? So I was not that far off. 51.46. The buff is literally, all things equal, a near 45.98% buff to her final damage. Now, what this means is that when you're entering this into, for example, the versus Alice debate, right? Because this will be the next step, is 51.46 divided by 100. All of a sudden, she is actually doing... wait, what the hell happened here? Hold on, what's happening here? Why is it on full screen? Oh, there we go, okay. So, how's it going, Messenger? So the buff, you would say, well, it brings her to 79.50%. It's not enough, right? She's still way below. Someone asked me for my opinion quickly, game. Sorry for the very quick explanation here. Also, Messenger, fuck you. But how's it going? I hope you guys are having a great day. So you would think that 79.50% of the damage is not enough. But this level of damage difference can be compensated. No, she's still good. No, she's quite good. Now she can actually be equal to Alice. Because the thing is, this is only taking the burst phase into consideration, right? This is only taking burst phase into consideration. Now, some people did some more advanced theory crafting as well, right? And someone came up with this Red Hood damage comparison thingy, right? Now, I have not filled the values and everything because it's not the purpose of what I'm talking about right now. How am I doing today? Pretty good, thank you. But what they figured out was that with the new values and everything, we're not really that far off. Right, shut up, Ragnar, for a second, or I'll seriously time you out. I'm just trying to finish my train of thought here. I know you want to meme a lot, but please hold it in for a second. Okay, so the final thing is that we're not that far off anymore from Alice with the new multipliers, right? With the new multipliers, and when you consider all of the other things... Oh, thanks for the raid, Kenshin Ren. Thank you, much appreciated. Hold on, let me shout you out. Thanks for the raid, much appreciated. How's it going, man? But yeah. Literally raided with Ludmila and Alice. Wait, what the hell? What did you get censored by, Tuni? What? But at the end of the day, what you gotta keep in mind is that this buff is enough to make Red Hood somewhat competitive with Alice. That's the main thing, and it's good enough, right? Because you have the off-burst rotation of DPS as well that you have to take into consideration. And playing her at a really, really good level will allow you to, you know, match Alice to some extent, right? It's not gonna be flawless. She may still lag behind, but this power level is... Exactly. It's a victory. Because they listened to the feedback. They followed the exact feedback that was given to them. And now with this buff, Red Hood can match Alice. Red Hood can actually match Alice with this. Once they change this to 51.46%. Which is good enough. It's not a purpose of power creeping or replacing Alice, it's to have a secondary option to her, right? Especially one that doesn't require you to kill your hands. CPS detection for bans? Oh, are you talking about the new random bans that are happening? Hurry up and play through co-op story 2. What? Wait, is story part 2 already out? Wait. Wait, there are no new relics. What the hell? Oh yeah, we do have the... Oh. Alice. I plan to make it a short stream, but... There's gonna be a hard mode as well, isn't there? Yeah, there's gonna be a hard mode next week as well. Okay, so I'm not gonna buy tokens though. No more short stream. We can still make it in time, can't we? What should I put as B2 though? Guess we could put novel or whatever. We can put double CDR, that's whatever. And then we can put privity. This is good enough for this. Way more than good enough. You can put just 5 R Nikkes and still stomp. Yeah, but the purpose is to just have the 100%. And I'm too lazy to do math tonight. That art is so cool. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. You'll check back, you don't want spoilers. I'm only going to do the first 5 though, NikkeCreator. For reference, I'm not going to buy tickets. I'm going to buy the tickets only when hard mode comes out. Cutscenes, yeah. Only 2 Colossal Raptors. That's halfway into the story. I'm basically only doing the ones that are available today, NikkeCreator, so if you don't want to get spoiled, that's fine. But it's something that you're gonna see regardless today, is what I meant to say, because I'm not going to buy any tickets. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's fair, right? It's fair enough. I thought he meant that he didn't want to get spoilers from further. I'm not gonna buy tickets, so I just wanted to make that clear. But that's fair enough. That's understandable. Catch you later then, no problem. See you later and thanks for dropping by, NikkeCreator. I'm a little bit tired, so I may be a little bit slow to understand and explain things. Like, I'm really had a busy day today. Entirely older models and we only detect tactical. So Lilith has recovered now.
1時間後だ。全員準備してくれ。随分な強行軍だ。昨日大きな戦いがあったばかりではないか。Major plot points of Lone Trail. I haven't done it yet. I actually need to clear that as well eventually. I do buy them occasionally, NikkeCreator, that's the thing. Is that sometimes I just want to catch the rest of the story. 正確にはこの2週間、1日も休まず戦っています。仕方あるまい。Massive lore bombs about Dr. called Satan in Lone Trail. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that. I will only buy them when the hard mode unlocks though, game this time around, because I really want to get as close as possible to level 300 by the next Union raid, or level 301 to be precise. 人類が敗北を認識し、アークへの移住を決定したのが。Yo, how's it going, Register? Yeah, story part 2 is here. 秘密裏に準備していたはずが、なぜかラプチャーたちに見つかってしまった。この2ヶ月間で。But I'm only going to do the first 5, so it's not gonna be like spoiler heavy, it's something that you would see regardless. You can hit level 300 now? Nice. 公的な記録にあるものだけで、なんと212回だ。221回ですよ、指揮官。221. とにかく。What if we don't intend to do the 5 stories today? Fuck off, Ragnar. 奴らはアークの入り口を塞ごうと必死だ。だからこそ。Oh, good lord, my community is never tired, huh?
絶対に崩されてはならないんだ。
27.8% Lily Vice. That meme is dead now, Grim. That
無理
meme
を
is
させてい
actually
るこ
dead
とは
now.
分かっている。
Dead and buried.
だが、私たちが動かなければ、人類はここで終わってしまうかもしれない。
Some memes never die, that is true. Also, I almost forgot. I almost forgot, actually. There we go. Like 40k KCP. Yeah, that meme must not die.
他の部隊も全力で戦っている。だが、力不足だ。私たちが動くしかないんだ。
How did the meme die so fast, or are you old? The meme died very quickly because ShiftUp actually followed the advice that was given to them, and they decided to increase the ratio from 27.8% to 51.46%.
勝利の女神、ゴッデス部隊が。
分かった。私が神経質すぎたようだね。準備します。
ラプンツェルとスノーホワイトはい
つも通りですよ。
じゃあ
Damn.
呼んできてくれる？
Oh no, Lily Vice is going to rectify them, huh?
ラプンツェル。
ああ、ドロシー、どうしました？
準備してください。出撃です。
またですか？
はい。
わかりました。支度します。
Don't have to do it every time, but you appreciate it as always? Yeah, I mean, it's always nice, right?
研究は進んでいますか？
それなりですね。おおよその原理は突き止めました。侵食は私たちの頭にあるナノマシンを汚染し、ラプチャーの思考回路に変換してしまうものです。催眠闇落ちとも言えますね。
はい。
Mind control, basically, she said.
あ、知りませんでしたか？つまり、
それはまた今度にします。
Dorothy dodged that. Dorothy just dodged the bullet there.
理論上は状態が悪化する前に頭部のナノマシンだけを取り除けばよいのですが、それが難しいのです。今のところ人類連合軍、いえ、
Central
中央
government.
政府および VTC が推奨している侵食への対処方法はただ一つ、脳の破壊だけです。
Fucking assholes
コ
as
ールド
usual,
スリ
I
ー
swear
プ
to
が一
God.
時しのぎもできますが、根本的な解決にはなりません。レッドフードが生きていれば参考になったと思うのですが、レッドフードのように侵食された状態で長時間意識を保っていたケースは
非常に珍しいのですね。
いいえ今のところレッドフードだけです。
Only Red Hood, huh?
どのケースを調べてもレッドフードほどの耐性を持ったニケはいませんでした。
死人扱いするのですね。まだ生きているかもしれないですよ。
I mean, she did go off to die.
そうだといいのですが、あの時すでに侵食末期でしたから。レッドフードがいなくなる前に一つ約束をしていました。
Poor Rapunzel as well.
必ず治すと。それなのにレッドフードが立ち去る時、私は引き止められませんでした。治してみせると堂々と言い切ることができませんでした。あの時はレッドフードを引き止める口実で約束しただけでしたから。
That's a little bit harsh towards herself.
一生後悔するでしょう。
You want this updated model so bad? It's the outdated model, you mean?
ですから私はさらに努力します。
It's interesting how Dorothy barely changed there.
今すぐ近日中とは言えないでしょうが、いつか必ず侵食を克服する方法を見つけてみせます。
そうですか。
Her booba shrunk when she updated. It's just the clothing, actually, Ragna. If you look at her burst animation, it hasn't changed almost at all. You want outdated Scarlet.
話が出たついでに聞きますが、ドロシーはどうですか？レッドフードと仲が良かったとは言えませんが、それでも。私ですか？
撃ってあげればよかった。そう後悔しています。
She's regretting she
一人で苦し
didn't
み
show.
ながら死ぬことを選ぶと分かっていたなら、私が
Which is fair, and I mean, it sounds horrible to say it like that, but it is
撃ってあげれ
fair,
ばよかった。
right? Like Dorothy does care a lot
後悔
about
してい
Red
ま
Hood.
すよ。毎日
Hope we get these designs as skins. I hope so as well.
やっぱりドロシーは優しいですね。
I mean, that's the thing, right?
この戦闘に全てを注ぎ込むわ。もっと早く。
Okay, these things are beyond fragile. I forgot.
リロードするでいいっと。
I had been doing so much, like, stuff,
マガ
like
ジンとかできねえのかよ。
campaign pushing and everything, that I forgot these things were so stupidly fragile in the freaking event.
オールクリア。楽しいテストだったわ。
On to the next stage. 27.8% weaker than 48 KCP. It's not that far off, actually, Ragna. It's actually not that far off.
こんにちは。来たついでに見てもらえませんか？ランスという武器をモチーフにしたゼロ距離射撃に最適化した武器です。
Hmm.
遠くからでも撃てますが、いざとなったら投げたりついたりできます。
見事だな。
She's creating so many freaking
一
weapons.
度使ってみませんか？グ
Is
レ
she
ンなら
making...
うまく扱えそうですが。
Oh, she's making a new sword for Gurren, isn't she?
結構だ。私は今の獲物で満足しているからね。
そうですか。残念ですね。
She designed a pile driver, didn't she? Kind of. How far have I pushed in the campaign? You mean the main campaign? I already finished it. As for hard mode, I am not that far off Modernia. Buff Hood, yeah, how's it going, Ragey? Pretty happy that they listened to... Pretty happy that they listened to the feedback.
1時間後に出撃だそうだ。
はい、わかりました。規模はどれくらいですか？
I think I mentioned it multiple times to multiple people, but anything under 50% would have, as a ratio, would have been really bad. Something similar to a Fort Cracker?
さあ、
I think Pile Driver would be the
巨
correct
大ラ
thing
クチャーが2機いるということしか聞いていないな。
そうですか。じゃあ、これとこれを持っていこう。
Freaking small white.
最近は対艦ライフルを全く使っていないようだな。
Anti-ship rifles. Oh, is this the comment that will make small white use the anti-ship rifle?
思い出すからかい？
はい。レッドフードの武器と相性がいい装備でしたから。
I guess Red Hood sniper rifle is an anti-ship rifle technically, isn't it?
まだ憎いのかい？
はい。
Oh no.
もうそろそろ許してやったらどうだ？
Scarlet looking out for small white and Red Hood.
許したからって何か変わりますか？死んだのに。それに私は何があっても許しません。仲間を捨てていった人だから。行きましょう。
Yeah, Scarlet is
Ah,
super worried about
行
Small
くと
White.
しよう。
Really, really worried about her. Some wasteland. Our hometown is far away. The blazing blue sky.
ああ、なんだよ。
She's still alive though. She could have become one of the very first heretics.
壊れちまったな。
I wonder, yeah, I do wonder when she switches outfits.
みんなボロボロか。体もボロボロ。カセットプレイヤーもボロボロ。
Red Hood stands in the middle of the road and heaves a deep sigh. She has been standing here for 3 hours now and not a single soul has passed by.
ヒッチハイクは諦めるか。
The hitchhiking? During a rapture invasion, really?
今は避難だのなんだので忙しいだろうしな。だからって歩くには遠すぎるよな。途中でどうにかなっちまうかもしれないし。どうすっかな。
Off in the distance, a military truck rumbles along the road, leaving plumes of dust behind it. The vehicle screeches to a halt in front of Red Hood, and a man gets out of the driver's seat.
こんなところで何をされているのですか？
Oswald! Oh, we get to see fucking Oswald the asshole. Holy shit.
ヒッチハイク中だよ。
Oh, fucking Oswald.
目的地はどちらですか？
この車どこまで行くんだ？
So we get to see that asshole's face now.
アークの入り口まで行きます。
ちょうどよかった。ちょっと乗せてくれよ。
抽選券はお持ちですか？
A ticket?
アークには抽選券がないと入れませんよ。
ああ、違うんだ。アークに行きたいんじゃなくて、その途中に用事があるんだよ。そこで降りるから乗せてくれないか。
わかりました。
Is this where she gets betrayed again?
それから強めの鎮痛剤を持ってないか？ニケ用の。
Oh no. Is she gonna get betrayed by Oswald as well? Is she gonna be the first victim of Oswald? Fucking asshole.
ついてなかったなお前ら。
So, that guy, despite kind of turning a new leaf later on, is still a fucking asshole.
さあ、一番いいところで。無限マガジンとかできねえのかよ。
I did not expect to see Oswald here, though. Asshole completion type. Who's the bigger piece of competition time? Who's the bigger piece of shit?
お茶が冷めてしまう前に終わ
Him
ってよかった
or
です。
Wilbur Whiteley?
So,
Ooh, that's a difficult one. That is a difficult one, actually. I almost want to say him, but... I want to say Oswald, to be honest. Whoops, did I close accidentally restream? Yeah, I did accidentally close restream. God dang it. Trying to tab around, I accidentally closed restream. Fucking A. You recently bought mod in Hard Campaign and Pilgrim Tower. A bit of a pain, I can imagine that. Buff Hood in session? Yeah, Hood has been buffed. Red Hood has been buffed. If you're curious about my thoughts on it, you can just scroll back a little bit further during the stream VOD.
状況終了。ラプチャーが全滅
Otherwise,
しま
it's
し
a
た。
good buff, Mark. It's a really good buff. She may be able to match Alice now. Weeaboo's already had his redemption arc. Oswald redemption arc when? I don't think Oswald will ever get a true redemption arc. Like, essentially... No, this is like chapter 20-something spoilers. But let's say that he tried to do some good afterwards.
ご苦労だった。すぐに戻ろ
In his own way.
やつは出なかったか。
But it's too little too late, to be honest.
シンデレラのことですか？ああ、早く雪辱を果たしたくて体がうずうずしているよ。
勝つ自信があるのですか？
I mean, if you call that a redemption arc, then yeah, I guess I hope he gets a redemption arc as well, yeah. You weren't worried at all they were gonna give Red Hood the justice she deserves? I was very worried, Malk, because I've already seen what they did with Summer Neon in the past, so I was very concerned that they would touch everything except the core issue. I was actually very concerned that they would touch absolutely everything except the core issue, or they would barely touch the core issue itself by increasing it by a pathetic amount, essentially. But they did a good job. Actually did a good job, so not much to say there.
それでも全力でぶつかればどうにかなるだろう。
シンデレラって言葉はもう禁止。
No more Cinderella
正
moniker.
式なコードネームがついたの。
Anakiro.
オールだって。
Okay, so we also this coming from 10 billion miles away. We already knew that she was going to be Anakiro. Summer Neon made you sad. She was a character you were really hyped for, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Credit where credit is due. She didn't get Summer Neon. I wasn't holding my breath the entire time, and credit where credit is due. They did a good job on Red Hood with the buff. They actually did a good job on that one. You hope they give her a second buff. The best buff that they could give to Summer Neon is significantly increase her attack speed when she swaps weapons. Either that or increase the ratio by like almost threefold or something stupid. Their playstyle statistics should show that that Summer Neon is a bad unit pre and post buff. Yeah, they should have statistics about that.
アナキオール。
But it doesn't take a genius to understand why Summer Neon is flawed at the moment.
今はどこかに消えたのかい？
I can show you some other time why Summer Neon is flawed. It's kind of a similar reason why Red Hood was flawed initially, but not as flawed as Summer Neon.
まさか。防衛戦を中心に作戦を実行してるから会えないだけで、アナキオールの活躍は大きな話題ね。出現した場所は全部焦土化。まともに抵抗もできないらしいの。
Anakiro, the first
それか
heretic.
ら必ず一人、人間だろうとニケだろうと生かしておくんだ。
They can't buff her a second time, that'd be admitting that they fucked up. It's even worse to know that you fucked up and not fix the mistake. That is even worse. As much as there is this don't lose face culture kind of thing, in my opinion, it's like if you fucked up, just repair it.
まるで自分の実績をみんなに知らせろとでも言わんばかりに。
Leadness to spread the word about her achievement.
シンデレラはどうしてこんなことに？フェアリーテールモデルの第二世代として人類の味方になって戦うはずだったのに。
CPS bans clearly show that they're willing to learn from their mistakes.
前にエリシオンの研究所で見たでしょ。
I'm actually gonna have to look. I don't have actually. I'm not gonna even make a comment on that. I don't have the time to look into it like I did last time. My assumption is that it's roughly the similar issues.
ラプチャーとニケが融合してたあれ。
Neon isn't that popular of a character, so the outrage wasn't as big, but imagine if Summer Anis was as bad as Summer Neon. Honestly, it's kind of sad but true, game. It is kind of sad but also true. In that regard.
あれが成功してたってこと。ありえないほど体を改造して侵食で人類と敵対させるの。
このまま放っておくのかい？
当然ノーよ。アナキオールは象徴になってるもの。
And Akira is quickly becoming a
ラプチャ
symbol.
ーにとっては勝利の象徴。 人類にとっては
Welcome back,
恐怖
Kenshin.
の象徴。
But yeah, sadly, it is kind of true game.
私たちのアンチテーゼって感じね。本当なら今すぐにでも倒しに行きたいけど、私たちは忙しいでしょ。それにそのうち嫌でも戦うことになる。
We won't have to wait long until we encounter
ア
her
ナキオ
again.
ールがアークの入り口を襲撃するのはもう時間の問題だもの。
対
Interesting.
抗策は
リリスとアナキオールが1対1の状況を作る。今のところそれが一番確実な方法だ。
The best option is to put Lilith on a one-on-one versus Anakiora. That sounds like a terrible fucking idea.
やっぱりリリスお姉ちゃんしか相手できないってことですね。
Humans created a weapon of their own destruction, or have I seen that before? I have a feeling that's what happened with raptors as well. Not gonna lie. I have a feeling that raptors were created by humans not exactly created by humans, but they kinda turned the raptors onto themselves.
そう落ち込むな。
And become Death Destroyer of
奴は
Worlds.
1対多数の戦いに特化しているんだ。
Oppenheimer. Oh, technically he was quoting a sacred text, but yeah.
落ち込んでいるのではなくて、ただ単純にリリスお姉ちゃんがすごいって思っただけです。
Oh no.
ありがとう。
それはつまり以前に相まみえた時は私たちがいたから奴を倒せなかったということかい？
The only reason we couldn't vanquish is because Lilith was
う
pregnant.
ん。みんなを守らなきゃいけなかったから。
Ooh.
正直だね。
That must hurt, yeah. Yo, how's it going, Chloe?
あなたたちにはもっと大事な仕事があるもの。ここで死なせるわけにはいかないでしょ。
How's it going, Chloe? I hope you're having a great day.
もっと大事な仕事？
ずっと大事なこと。
戻ろう。みんな乗ってくれ。
Good, how about me? Very, very busy. Very, very busy. Overzone already told us how that turned out, to be honest. Yeah, that is true, but it doesn't take a genius to know that that's a bad idea, to be honest. Everyone turns and starts walking back, save for the commander and Levi's, who remain standing and watch everyone as they walk off.
指揮官。
ああ、
The commander helps support Levi's.
ごめんなさい。1分だけこうさせてください。すごく重いでしょ。
羽のようだ。
What a gentleman.
あら、本当ですか？
鋼鉄製の羽だがな。
One word
そ
too
ろそろ
many.
限界みたいです。
いや、大丈夫だ。
Oh, did she get corrupted?
私もそう願っていますが、最近やけに多いので。
Did she get corrupted?
そんな顔しないでください。私はあの子たちがきちんと戦えるようになるまで見届けます。大
Or is
切な
she...
仲間たちを置いてはいけませんよ。
I see a couple of options here. She's either so strong that she cannot even handle her own power, due to being a Nikke and not something like a heretic, for example, or she got corrupted.
もうそんな顔しないでくださいってば。
Yeah, something along those lines as well, Ragna, essentially. I mean, you kind of already saw that when she used her full power temporarily to save the others.
テストの時間だよ。
Right, is that it definitely does take a toll on her. So it could be that, because, you know, as much as she's basically the strongest, she may also have those type of limitations.
さあ、一番いいところで
リロードするでいいと。
It could be something like that, right? Is that either her Nikke body cannot handle how powerful she is, or it could be that she got corrupted or something along those lines. Or a bit of both. Because they do talk an awful lot about corruption as well. Military vehicle makes its way through the wasteland.
なあ、親切なおっさん。
This is a pretty cool CG, gotta love Red Hood.
オスワルドです。
Fucking Oswald.
そうか、オスワルド。
Nice art, yeah, exactly, Grim.
こんな状況でヒッチハイクをしてるやつをあっさり乗せちまうなんて、警戒心がなさすぎじゃないか。
それはこちらのセリフですよ。こんな状況でヒッチハイクなんて怖いもの知らずですね。
お前さ、むやみに知らない人を乗せたら。
Red Hood pulls out a pistol.
こういう目に遭うかもしれないぞ。
心に刻んでおきましょう。
Fucking Red Hood. Sticky fingers, huh? Red Hood hands the pistol to Oswald.
もし私の様子がおかしいと思ったらすぐに撃て。声が変わった
Red
と
Hood is too
か
nice.
目が真っ赤になったとか。ニケの自決用拳銃だからお前でも撃てるはずだ。
恐ろしいことを言いますね。
もっと恐ろしいものを見る羽目になる前に撃つって約束してくれ。
Oh,
わ
Red
かり
Hood.
ました。
For two very good reasons, Grim, yeah. Oswald takes the pistol from Red Hood.
それでどのあたりで降ろしましょうか。レッドフード。
知ってたんだな。
You know who I am.
はい。
お前は誰だ。なぜ私を知ってる。
一人で軍用車を運転しアークに向かっている人間です。
Yeah, he shouldn't know, right?
人類連合軍のお偉いさんか。
今は中央政府ですね。
Central government, yeah, the fucking central government twats.
侵食の治療薬はまだできてないのか。中央政府のお偉いさんなら知ってるだろう。
VTC とラプンツェル様が研究を続けていますが、これといった方法はまだ見つかっていません。
Which part is that? Oh, this is from part 2 of the story of the event, Claw. Well, it made Oswald turn out the way he did. He was always that way,
侵食初
probably.
期の場合ならコールドスリープで止められるという程度です。
初期ってどれくらいだ。
3時間程度と推定されています。
Yeah, it's too late for her in that.
はあ、夢のまた夢だな。
Red Hood goes down the painkillers Oswald gave her.
生きていたんですね。2ヶ月前に侵食の影響で処分されたと報告を受けましたが。
得意体質なんだろうな。まだ行かれてないってことは。
Yeah, fucking Oswald is about to backstab her,
その
isn't
よう
she?
ですね。
100% about.
考え中です。あ、いくつか質問に答えてもらえるなら報告しないでおきます。
いいぜ。その代わり急に寝ちまうかもしれねえからそこは勘弁な。
はい。なぜゴッテス部隊に戻らなかったん
Hold
で
on,
すか。
give me a second.
2ヶ月間も。
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I am back. Been 2 whole months. Why have you returned to
歩
Goddess?
いてる途中でぶっ倒れたんだ。目覚めたのは3日前だったかな。
では今から帰るつもりで？
Thank you, Kenshin.
いや、今の私は引き金もまともに引けねえ。
Cannot pull the trigger.
引こうとすると侵食がひどくなっちまうんだ。
ひどくなるというのは体が痛むのですか？
いや、人を撃ちたくなるんだ。だから戻れねえ。
喜んで迎えてくれると思いますが。
You have returned from the Shadow Realm. Welcome back, Kid-Through.
私はあいつ
We're
らを
almost
捨
done
て
with
てきた
this.
んだ。今さら戻れない。
ではどちらへ？
故郷に。
なぜ？
怖いんだよ、あいつらが。
報復を恐れているのですか？よほどひどいことを言ったのでしょうね。
そういうことじゃなくて、あいつらが悲しむ姿を見たくないんだ。
Can't believe that name changed. Now you're more hyped.
戻って隣にいたところで。
It is quite something, isn't it? We may get her as a
私は殺される。
liberation then,
あいつ
or
ら
as a similar to Nihilist or whatever.
それが怖いんだ。
だから一人で死ぬ道を選んだと。
苦しむのは私だけでいい。
And Akira on the nerve train. They don't have to make her as weak as
そうでし
Nihilist,
た
right?
か。
She's unsure whether it's the painkillers kicking or her time finally up. She slumps further down into her seat and takes several deep breaths.
はあ、疲れた。
ゴッテス部隊は本当に素晴らしい。デビュー戦は未だに忘れられません。全メンバーが揃って初めて向かった作戦は素晴らしかったです。
So he admired them,
急
or is
に
he
何の
lying?
話だ。
Nihilister name dropped her, so we were seeing her again. Anikira was name dropped in some of the files, so we don't know if she's alive or dead,
ゴッ
but
テス部隊と実
then
際に会う
again,
のは
freaking
簡単な
Indivilia
こ
was
とでは
supposed
あ
to
り
be
ません
dead
の
and
で、
she's not dead, so...
熱狂的ファンの独り言だとお考えください。
ま、好きにしな。
ではデビュー戦の話に戻りましょう。部隊は奇襲攻撃を仕掛け、大型ラプチャー4機を一息で撃破しました。何をしても勝てなかったラプチャーを何食わぬ顔で全滅させたのです。ラプチャーに勝てるという希望を抱かせてくれました。
Oswald? You think so, Kid Crow?
それから民家防衛戦。もうここで誰も死なせはしない。あれ本当に最高でした。
What is really interesting is that it may be true that he truly admires the goddess squad,
出たよな。
despite what he ended up doing, right?
単身で要塞一つを焦土化させた。
リリス。
森林戦でラプチャーたちを翻弄し一掃した。
ドロシー、
Dorothy.
すごかったな。
民間人50名を守りながらたった一人の死傷者も出さずに脱出した。
そう。グレンも最高だったよ。
それからあれ地平線の白い死神
White Reaper, interesting. Yeah, I mean, that is true, Ragnar, but he probably may have been forced into that position, or thought that he would get to do something for them, and was also betrayed by the Ark himself. Because you've played through the chapters like 23 and 24, so you probably remember the mention of Oswald.
8km でしたっけ狙撃戦を続けた距離
多分 な
You think he genuinely cares, but you think he's sus?
その時の
Maybe.
気分はどうでした？
大したことはなかったぞあれを倒さないとみんなが死にそうだったんだ
やはりゴッデスは素晴らしいです。それからスターライトブリッジでも
Red Hood falls asleep listening to Oswald excitedly recount the Goddess Squad's past exploits. Although she can't quite put her finger on it, she's able to sleep soundly for the first time in ages. Yeah, I have a feeling that he genuinely cares and was put into that position because he thought he could be able to do something for the Goddess Squad, and the Ark was what betrayed them, right? Because otherwise he probably wouldn't have done... He probably wouldn't have been able... he probably wouldn't have done what he did afterwards as well, right? He's basically the messenger that Dorothy wants to shoot. Basically. Because that's the thing, is that Dorothy probably doesn't know... no, Dorothy doesn't know Oswald at all. So she doesn't know that he's a huge fan of them, and that he probably wouldn't have done that, right? If he had another choice. An explosion sounds from afar. Red Hood webs up with a start.
なんだ
どこかで戦闘が起きたようですね。
Apparently that's fight going somewhere.
行ってみよ
行ってどうするんですか？
う助けないと
どうやって？
さあな
それじゃ困りますよ。
Will we see his true colors here?
行ってくれ早く
Red Hood is super
この車
decisive.
には最低限の自衛用兵装しかありません。行ったところで無駄死にするだけですよ。
Sasuga Oswald Redemption Arc. May need to read, but isn't he in Overzone? Yes, he is, Kid Crow. He is in Overzone. He's the voice of the arc, and he's also mentioned in chapter 20-something. Probably chapter 22. Oh, no, 23 actually. Either 23 or 24. Somewhere along those lines. He's mentioned by Miranda and Polly as well. Off in the distance, there are bodies lying on the ground along with scattered rapture wreckage.
移動中の避難民の集団だったのでしょう。20人程度のようです。全員死亡していますね。
まだ生きてるやつがいるかもしれね
え。わかりません。いるかどうか。この場を離れます。我々だけであれほどの数のラプチャーを相手にはできません。
あれぐらい私一人で十分だ。
今はいけません。
いけるって。
銃も撃てないのでしょう。どうするつもりですか。
知らねえ。
それでは困ります。
You just finished chapter 23, you'll give it a second read? You definitely should. Dorothy should have been there too. I mean, Dorothy is not with them for a very good reason, right? How's it going, Joshua? Red Hood kicks open the door and clambers up.
Red Hood!
Yeah, he said his name. He said his name in Overzone.
100% game. We know Oswald from Overzone. She was about to ask about him, but doesn't, I believe. He is definitely mentioned by... he's 100% mentioned by Miranda and... he's 100% mentioned by Miranda and Polly, but not by name, just by implying that he's the one who did that. With her bare hands? What the fuck? With her bare freaking hands, Jesus Christ. Rip short stream? It will be quite short compared to the usual. Because after this I'm basically doing dailies and the stream is done. A crowd gathers and they start buzzing. How's it going, Seagull? How's it going? I hope your day's going alright, Seagull. It did work, right? Yeah, there we go. She's not corrupted or anything. Oh, they're gonna turn on her, aren't they? You've been tired but good, yeah, same. Happy to be here. Yeah, I'm happy that you're here as well, Seagull. It's always nice to have you. Think it's fair to say Red Hood second strongest Nikke in Goddess Squad? One of the strongest for sure. Oh, Rappy! Wait, this is Rappy, isn't it? Wait, isn't this Rappy? Isn't this Rappy? Hold on. Hold on a minute. We need to do something real quick. This is important. And I'm willing to spend a couple of minutes just to double check this. Hold on a minute. We may have something in our hands here. I just need to do the usual double check. Where do I have my video? I know I have it somewhere in here. Yeah, there it is. Just gotta wait for these stupid ads. Okay, so listen to this voice. Yep, exactly, game. Hold on. Okay, so let's continue listening to this. This is probably Rappy, isn't it? Like, it's very more subdued and not as cheerful, but it does sound similar, doesn't it? It does sound similar, doesn't it? Totally, I mean, it's totally Rappy, but like that's the thing, right? Is that the voice from the shadow in the Modernia fight kind of sounds like it, doesn't it? Right?
I hope you enjoy the story. Yeah, have a good one, Grim. Thanks for dropping by. Could be Rappy, right?
お姉ちゃん苦しいの？変なの。ゴッテスは無敵なのに。
Yeah, have a good one, Grim. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, a Niemi emote. Nice. Give it a 75-25, you think? Like, she doesn't sound cheerful like in the other voice lines, but it does sound similar, doesn't it? 10 people are staring at her, all with the same expression. Red Hood knows that expression well. She has seen it 100 times before. She clenches her teeth, forces her lips into a smile, and gets up.
お姉ちゃん本当に苦しいのかと思っちゃった。
ゴッテスは演技も上手なのさ。
侵食を克服した？
The gathering crowd approaches Red Hood, with hopeful looks on their faces.
レッドフードですよね。
まさかここでゴッテスに会えるなんて。
ありがとうございます。おかげで助かりました。
この豪王と
Red Hood is cool. Yeah, she is cool.
ごめん。もっと早く来ればよかったな。
いいえ、これだけでも生き残れたんですから。実はみんなもう諦めてたんですよ。でも急にゴッテスが来てくれるなんて、やっぱり勝利の女神です。
他の皆さんはどちらへ？
Massive fan of Dorothy.
ドロシー様のファンなんですが。
僕はラプンツェル様のファンです。
あっと、用事があってな。今は私一人で動いてんだ。
そうでしたか。
Culture guy, he can't. Fucking base dark. How's it going, my man? How's it going, my dude?
僕もです。
If only he knew Rapunzel, he probably would enjoy it even more.
わかったよ。
中央政府所属のオスワルドと申します。皆さんどちらに向かわれていたのですか？アークに向かっていました。
They're looking at her mentor in the flesh, yeah.
抽選券はお持ちですか？はい、もちろんです。みんな持ってますよ。少々お待ちください。
The refugee begins to search one of the dead bodies on the ground.
何してるんだ？
この方たちには申し訳ないですが、抽選券を回収してます。必要な人がいるかもしれませんから。
There might be other people out there who need them. Yeah, that is the Oswald base dark.
アークに行くなら私の車で行きましょう。私の目的地もアークですから。少し狭いでしょうが、歩いていくよりは楽なはずです。おお、ありがとうございます。
And they move her. Yeah, I think everyone here wants to kill Oswald.
本当にありが
But
とう
we
ご
will
ざい
see.
ます。
There might be more to him. Sure you want to steal tickets in front of the central government? He's not stealing them, Ragnar. He already has his own ticket. He's taking them. Okay, let me reread it for you, right? Of course, we all have one. Speaking of which, one moment. Refugees search the dead bodies. I'm as sorry for these people as the next guy, but they won't be needing these tickets any longer. There might be other people out there who need them. He pilfered the body for the sake of giving those tickets to someone else who might need them. So even in such a dark situation, he was thinking of other people. The refugees started bustling around.
おちびちゃん。名前は？
フリージア。
Frisia.
フリージア。パパとママは？
うん。二人とも死んじゃった。
Damn.
病気になっちゃってこの間。
会いたいだろうな。
会いたいよ。
Damn.
でも大丈夫。お別れの挨拶ちゃんとしたから。パパもママもね、ずっと苦しんでたの。
Is it Red Hood is still Red Hood? Yeah.
だからたくさんお話ししたよ。良かったこと、悪かったこと、全部お話ししたよ。
Time to see Red Hood cook for solo raid.
だから大丈夫。いっぱいおしゃべり
Don't
したか
tell me it
ら。
opens today as well, cause holy shit.
パパと
Too
ママ
much
も
to do.
大丈夫だよ。
そうか。
私ね、将来ゴッテスみたいなニケになる。
It's not a good idea,
ゴッ
but
テ
we
ス
all
を見
know.
てると元気が出るの。パパとママもそうだって言ってた。だから私もそうなりたい。
Check the login notes. Yeah. The upcoming buff, we already talked about the upcoming buff base arc. I already gave my opinion on it. It may allow her to basically match Alice, which is really nice.
そっか。でもニケになるのはよく考えな。一度なったら戻れないから。
嫌だ、ニケになるもん。
Core 7 Red Hood 1. Might happen
や
eventually.
れやれ。
Red Hood.
ねえ、サインして。
She truly needed that to become what the team has been hyping for. Basically, it's still... It's good. It's a little bit under, but it's still very good, and she can match Alice now, which is good enough. More than good enough. So I'm happy with it.
ここに。
Frisia takes out a pair of leather gloves and a pen.
サインなんてしたことないぞ。
でもして。
Please. Rather awkward, Red Hood signs the gloves.
ほら。
お姉ちゃんの字すごく下手。
Really bad, huh?
じゃあなんか書いてくれよ。どんだけうまいのか見せてもらおうじゃないか。それにな、川の上に字を書くのって難しいんだぞ。
ありがとう、お姉ちゃん。
So if this is child Rappy, she's so adorable though. Frisia hustles over to the truck and hops in.
たく。
行きましょう。
いいよ。私はここで降りる。
目的地はここではないでしょ。
ここで合ってるよ。
He really
荷物
doesn't
を
want to
捨てれ
accept
ば
it.
まだ十分動きます。
ああ、鋭いな。でもいい。荷物アークに運んでんだろ。大事なもんじゃないのか。
He really wanted to help Red Hood as much as possible.
私が乗ったらみんな乗れねえ。言ってくれ。
これを。
Don't forget this. Oswald hands a cassette player to Red Hood.
ん？私のじゃん。なんでお前が持ってんだ？
大事そうに抱えながら眠っていらしたので修理しておきました。
He fixed it for her?
ありがとよ。
So,
それからこれも。
my theory about Oswald is starting to take form basically here.
ご自身に使うことがないよう祈っています。
Is that he was forced into that position.
ああ、
He probably
あちらの
volunteered
電波塔
to
が
help
見えます
Goddess
か？
Squad and then was forced
その
into the
下に
position of betraying
何
them.
台かバイクがあるはずです。
Bicycles? No,
Nikke でも
he
乗る
said
ことがで
bike,
きます。
so I would assume it's more of a motorbike actually.
いいよ。あとちょっとだから歩ける。
Quite sad actually, yeah.
帰りに必
Another
要に
reason
なる
why
で
the
しょう。
central government are assholes. Yeah, basically Kid Crow. I have a feeling that's what happened with Oswald. And unfortunately, Oswald basically took the fall for the central government and humanity in the eyes of Goddess, right? Because he had no... If he truly didn't care about the Goddess Squad and everything, he wouldn't even have revealed his name, right?
では失礼します。
To me, he seems like a good guy so far, but haven't played Overzone or Chapter 20 and above. You should definitely play Overzone as soon as possible, Kenshin. Oswald stands up and ramrods straight and gives Red Hood a salute.
人類のために戦う。
for fighting on mankind's behind.
ゴッテ
For
ス
the
部隊に
sake of
感謝を。
mankind, huh? And glory to mankind, eh? Sincerely thank Goddess Squad.
ああ、ありがとな。
Central government using it as a scapegoat covered the real people under the decision back in Overzone. Basically, Bazark. Basically. The vehicle races off. The refugees lean out the window and wave goodbye. Although Red Hood can't tell what they're saying, judging from the expression on their faces, it's not hard to guess. Yeah, I have a feeling that's what essentially happened with Oswald. So he's not even... He's yet another victim of the central government at the end of the day. Right. Time to... Ooh, okay, so we get relics for... We get one relic for the relic guide. Okay. So I do need to do the relic guide. So there's only one relic today, guys. YouTube. A theory on what's happening to Lilith? If I had to give my opinion, right? It could be one of two things. She could be corrupted, which seems very unlikely, because otherwise they would have noticed. The other thing is probably her body cannot handle how powerful she actually is. Like, that is the... let's say, most workable theory that I have at the moment, is that Lilith is basically a cheat code, but she cannot handle her own power very well. And the more she fights, the more she's basically killing herself. Are the spoilers gone yet? Yes, Tuni, the spoilers are gone. Yes, we are just doing the relic for today. So there should be music, yeah, there we go. You're a spoiler, come on right now. But yeah, the spoilers are gone now. Because today is a little bit of the shorter end, I'm just gonna do something that I don't like doing because I really enjoy the Land Eater fight, but no choice on that regard. Her body can't compensate her tremendous power, basically. I have a feeling that it may be something like that. Fight with Cinderella probably mess her up too. Yeah. There is that to register. There's all sorts of new dialogue as well that I'll have to explore later at my off stream. Skip what? Oh, the Land Eater, yeah, I know game, but I don't have the time to do lengthy version. I believe by now the Gamba already closed. Yeah, it already closed. So people gambled a little bit, that's good. People gambled 3 rocks, Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's do the dailies real quick. I will not be doing the advice session requests today for obvious reasons, because stream is already kind of going longer than I initially anticipated. So I will be very quick about this. Interesting.
leader, bunny girls
じゃあ私と一緒にしましょ
into what's her name?
戦
H
闘か任せ
う。
Noir
指揮官の服を着て
Modernia.
いってもいいですか？
Up we go. If I wanted to kill it even faster, I probably wouldn't even put A2. I would probably even use what's her name? Frickin' Alice. Alice would probably allow me to kill this faster.
とっても可愛いです。ブラントのワールドショーです。喜びすぎましたね。なでなで。ブラントのワールドショーです。みんな一緒に突撃。
Looking like Cinderella is the biggest problem aside from the Queen. She's the first heretic, right? That's the thing, is that Cinderella is the first heretic. At the end of the day, heretics are not a joke, right?
ブラントのワールドショーです。突撃。
But you gotta remember that the heretics are really not a joke in terms of power level. They're so stupidly strong that they could probably solo the arc for the most part.
指揮官、ご飯あげます。
Nihilister is a joke.
ブラントのワールドショータイムです。
I mean, train is now a joke. Free train, guys. Fucking free train. So that's one rock. Okay, so Believer Gang is already in a good spot here. The problem is that
頑張りました。
cleave radius and everything on Nihilister doesn't help her all that much.
これで終わりか
One rock though. Okay, so whoever voted one rock actually won. Wow, that is a big winning, isn't it? So who is the lucky person that voted one rock? Messenger and Kid Crow, both of you. Interesting. But yeah, Nihilister suffers from some unfortunate design decisions. Diamond 1. Who hit me after? Okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting choice. Which means that these two other teams are gonna probably struggle a little bit more, aren't they? Although there is a Summer Anis here. This could be an issue. Although, honestly, I think it should be fine. Yo, how's it going, Fierny? How's it going? You're finally out of debt? Nice. How's it going? I hope you're having a great day. Broke that 160 shitty wall? Oh, congrats on that. Congratulations on that. How long did it take you? Congratulations on breaking the 160 wall. Literally did not matter in the end. The fact that Red Hood got her burst that quickly was a little bit of a surprise. What kind of death? Immunity lasting that long. Did they even get to burst? Wait, did they even get to burst? I didn't even see. 1 month or 3 weeks? That was pretty quick actually, Fernie. That's pretty good. It's actually a pretty decent rate. Well, Blanc is dead. I think Query may not be the best of ideas here. Fucking... I swear to God. Getting randomly hit by these people really fucking sucks. Not gonna lie, it really freaking sucks to get hit by these people randomly. I just have a feeling that maybe Query is not a good option here. What could I even put instead of Query? I could put Red Hood. Not that it would make a huge difference, but
I could put red or I could just put A2 actually. Query copium. I was testing query to see if it would work, right? It do be a bit copium though. It do be a bit copium. Alice isn't on silver ticket rotation. No, she is not, Fiorni. Got Alice and use SSR box for MOB. Nice. Yeah, the query copium isn't she be not good for arena because she needs a long time to charge up. You just want one hit of her, right? Like her hit, she's really bad on defense, but on attack she can actually work, right? On defense, she be really freaking sucks though. On defense, she really sucks because Rosanna just absolutely eats her alive. But if you're talking like in terms of attack, she's tanky, she can hit hard. Assuming that her slash actually works, right? Replaced with Red Hood soon? Probably. I may actually build a Red Hood team, in fact. I'm considering how to build a Red Hood team actually for Arena. So that's gonna be quite interesting. Because I believe Red Hood, especially with her buffs now, she will be able to unleash some damage in Arena. I do want to strike PS instead, but I guess Killy could do the trick too. I don't want to fight Central because he's just that far ahead in levels and everything of me. PS is winnable though. Red Hood could become a pseudo additional Alice team, right? That's what's really neat about her. And you can even use her for all burst rotation, right? If you really wanted to. Or you could just use her as a buffer in Arena. What do you think about the upcoming buff for Red Hood? It's a very good buff. With that buff, she may be able to finally match up to Alice. Which is good enough, right? Being able to match to Alice in some specific build scenarios and whatnot is good enough. So I like the buff. I actually like the buff. So we want to fight PS, huh? Good enough. I mean, it is a truth. It could have been higher, but this is good enough. They nailed it for the most part. If they had done anything under 50%, I would have said that it's a freaking stupid buff. But this is basically that. 3.6 Rungton, not great, not terrible, yeah. Literal Alice and Leader in one, not exactly, Toonie. That's a big, in my opinion, that's a big misunderstanding about Red Hood. Red Hood is a super fucking selfish DPS actually. Unless you're using her as a 40-second B1, right? Unless you're using her as a 40-second B1, she's a extremely selfish DPS. And you probably don't want to use her as a 40-second B1 because she doesn't bring enough to the table in most scenarios to justify that. You can actually use her though. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like, oh my god, fucking Anis died. Well, this is a loss. Probably should move Anis off center, I guess. I could. Guess I could shift Jackal. No, I couldn't shift Jackal. I'll deal with PvP later. I actually don't have that much time left over for tonight, which is rather unfortunate. But yeah, it's a little bit more complicated than that, right? But that buff will allow her to at least measure up to Alice, which is nice.
Because if you include her B1 into B3 and then her off-burst rotation as well, she can match up to Alice, which is pretty neat. And that's enough. You don't need to have a power-crept Alice with Red Hood. Having her as a side grade type of option is good enough. Maxwell's new best friend? Kind of. Kind of. That's kind of the situation with Red Hood, right? Is that Snow White, you could pair her with stuff like Yulha and not care about Maxwell anymore for stuff like Union Raid or Solo Raid. And then Alice, you usually pair her with Maud. Summer Anis, you usually pair her with stuff like Scarlet and whatnot. So for options, yeah, I mean, Red Hood with Maxwell, quite good. Makes an additional team. And now it's actually worthwhile. So it's not bad at all. Like, not bad at all. If they wanted, they could have gave her 100% final attack. That's nobody asked for something that big, right? Because that would be meta warping, right? I already mentioned that when it comes to only the burst alone, at 64% point something, she breaks even with Alice, right? But you don't need to, you know, make her power crept Alice or something stupid. Just being a side option, as I mentioned in the past with the Dorothy leader example, is more than enough. You don't need to go crazy. Let's see. So shop as well. And we get some core dust as well, which is pretty neat. That's a pretty lucky shop. That is a really lucky shop to get some core dust there. Still considering what I want to do with these 12k Union Raid chips. I could also get like these, right? But I'm actually considering going this route this time around. Oh, that would have been beyond power creeping Alice. That would have made Red Hood a mandatory pull. It's not even on that level anymore. It's not even on that level anymore if they gave her that freaking ratio. Okay. We can grab this as well. Wipe out. %150% wet Scarlet. Scarlet is her basic attack multiplier is 27.05% or something like that, if I recall correctly. Do you have to MLB your main Nikkes to get the super synchro, or any 5 MLB Nikkes? Any 5 MLB SSR Nikkes that you reach level 200 with will be locked into the super synchro device. Wait, is it co-op again? No, co-op is gone. I was gonna say, like, there's no shot that there's co-op already. Can you imagine if there was co-op season already again? Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. We need to increase some gear, though. I guess we could just upgrade this a little bit. Wait, something is beeping here. Is it the advice sessions, maybe? Let's see. So that is that. Then we need to go to the outpost, right? We do need to go to the outpost. But yeah, no problem, Register. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll do my best to answer them. Man, I didn't even have time to pick up the dispatch. Jesus Christ.
It's almost time to say goodbye. Yeah, it is almost time. But it's fine. I'll be back soon enough. Tomorrow there will most certainly be no stream. I will make an announcement though about it. Okay, so there is that. And after that, there is the advice sessions. As I said, I am going to be very, very quick. So if you want to squeeze in requests, sure. But I will be very, very quickly. So goodbye for now. God damn it, Ragna. Not Dora. Misclick. I really do apologize, because I am quite pressed for time. You may find this hard to believe, but Dorothy has a cute side to her as well. Are we talking of the same Dorothy? Of course we are. There is only one true fair lady, and she's our dear snotty Dorothy. She looks radically different from how she did in the past, so I can't blame you for hard to imagine another side of her. Red Hood tells me more about how Dorothy differed in the past. Gotta sing it in tune? No. Come on, nerd. Red Hood told me Nudie Meg she has. Is that true? Not at all. I knew it. You wouldn't be caught dead with something. So it returns to her fully reassured. Dorothy writing him out. Sorry if I really power through these tonight, because I do want to go to bed very early, because I have a very, very early day tomorrow. So I do apologize for this for tonight. But yeah. How do you guys feel actually about the Red Hood buff? Because you guys have been asking me what my thoughts are. I'm actually curious about what you guys think about it. I'm actually curious because you guys have been asking for my opinion. I'm also curious about what you guys think about it. Can you give your meme answers now, or do you still get timed out? Sure, go for the meme answers. That's fine. I'm failing quite a few of these. At least 40% in level 7 is nice enough for you? Yeah. It benefits everyone if she gets buffed, essentially. Don't care because you're not affected. You recently got a Limit Break 1 Red Hood. Grats on that. You're very happy about the buff. Nice, Kid Crow. It's only the veterans or newbies who benefit. You don't care, fucking Ragnar. Freaking Ragnar. The wrong answer. That would have been a funny answer, though. Too bad she doesn't catch on it. You tuned out of the stream when that started, so you need to go through the VOD to dredge up the rest of the memes. God damn. Okay. So now we have done all of the advice sessions of the day. Your breath smells like Nero food. God damn it, Zillis. How's it going, my man? Are you feeling better now or not yet? Hopefully you're feeling slightly better at the very least. Slightly better? That's good. Path to recovery, that's good. That is really good. So I believe we now get... Oh no, we are really far off from the Pravity skin. Your HP is above 0 today, you're still looking for a druid to cure disease. Yes, because shamans cannot do that, which is rather unfortunate, so you'd have to find a Mistweaver, a monk, or priest can also cure diseases. But yeah, druid is probably your best option. Let's see. Oh yeah, we need to do Memory of Goddess once. So as part of the dailies, one of the things that you gotta do for the dailies... Oh wait, never mind. We don't need to do that anymore for these, do we? So we got the Haran. A Paladin would be fine too. Oh yeah, that's true. I think Paladin do have cure disease. I forget Paladins exist for some reason. I wonder why. Okay, so for the daily missions we are good. So does everyone, to be fair, yeah. Poor Paladins, like freaking Paladins in shambles. So we got 1100, so we could... We could just go for the raw stats, to be honest, this time around. No cure, it's fatal in 89% of the cases. In 69% of the cases, goddamn. The horny disease, huh? Imagine dying of horny, Jesus Christ. Imagine dying of horny. So I believe that should be about it for the dailies today. So, as I mentioned earlier... Yo, how's it going, Aiden? Sorry that you just tuned in. Tonight was basically going to be a very short stream because I am incredibly busy these days. So I cannot afford to stay up late because I have a very early day tomorrow. So I will be raiding somebody now. I hope you guys will stick around to show some support to some other content creators for Nikke. And I'll catch you guys around. I'll make an announcement whether or not tomorrow's stream is cancelled. It will really depend on my schedule. But yeah, I'll catch you guys around. No, Judo Kami is... Yeah, let's raid Judo. Actually, no, Sephi raided me recently, so let's raid him back. So, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I hope as many of you will stick around to support a very, very, very good friend of the channel. Same on YouTube, by the way. We're going both on that side. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, sorry about that, Zillis. One more. Unfortunately, no. But I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow if I have the time. Otherwise, I will keep you guys posted. Feel free to join my Discord or follow me on Twitch. And I'll see you guys around.